Imagine arriving in a completely foreign country with absolutely zero money in your pocket, no place to sleep, and only a single €5 coin to your name, and then making a choice that sounds completely insane. When a young, starving Pepe stood in a Portuguese airport, he chose to spend his very last coin on a public payphone to call his mother back home in Brazil rather than buying a sandwich to eat. That terrifying gamble of absolute selflessness and blind faith would eventually ignite one of the most ruthless, dominant, and immortal careers in the entire history of global football. The Iron Gladiator. How the boy with €5 conquered the world of football. Long before he became the most feared enforcer on the planet, Kepler Lavron de Lima Ferreira was just a fragile, skinny boy trying to survive the unforgiving streets of Maceió, Brazil. Born into a household where financial stability was a distant dream, his early passion for football was forged on the blistering sand and gravel of makeshift coastal pitches. His family worked tirelessly just to put basic meals on the table, yet they recognized the burning fire inside their son and sacrificed everything to support his obsession. He slept in the same bed as his parents until he was a teenager because their home lacked space, a raw reminder of the humble foundations that would later shape his indestructible mental fortitude. His mother saved every spare penny she could gather to buy him his very first pair of proper football boots, a priceless gift that he guarded with his life. The turning point arrived when his raw defensive instincts caught the attention of local scouts, but the path forward required a terrifying leap of faith across the Atlantic Ocean to the Portuguese island of Madeira. At just 18 years old, he boarded a flight to join Marítimo with nothing but a bag of clothes, a heart full of anxiety, and that solitary €5 coin. The teenage growth period was a brutal psychological war against crippling loneliness, severe homesickness, and a foreign culture that felt worlds away from his vibrant Brazilian upbringing. He would sit in his cramped academy room weeping for his family, battling the urge to quit and return home to the comforting embrace of his mother. On the training pitch, he faced older, physically imposing strikers who tried to bully the lanky newcomer, forcing him to adapt by developing an aggressive, uncompromising style of play. Through sheer repetition and a refusal to be broken, his physical frame transformed, his tackles became razor-sharp, and his tactical reading of the game caught the attention of European giants. His adult peak exploded onto the world stage when Porto secured his signatures, a high-stakes move where he quickly established himself as a tactical titan by winning back-to-back league titles. Then, the ultimate summit of club football called his name in the summer of 2007 as Real Madrid executed a massive, record-breaking €30 million transfer to bring the defensive prodigy to the Santiago Bernabéu. In the glittering capital of Spain, he morphed into an absolute legend, forming an impenetrable, legendary defensive partnership alongside Sergio Ramos that struck absolute terror into the hearts of the world's best attackers. He spent 10 magnificent, trophy-laden seasons with Los Blancos, racking up 3 historic Champions League titles, 3 grueling La Liga trophies, and 2 prestigious FIFA Club World Cups. His game was a beautiful masterclass in controlled chaos, blending terrifying recovery speed, suicidal block attempts, and iconic, high-impact goals in El Clasico matches that defined an era. On the international stage, he chose to represent his adopted home of Portugal, culminating in a legendary, heroic performance in the Euro 2016 final where he won the Man of the Match award while playing through immense physical pain to deliver his nation its first major silverware. Even as the years rolled by and normal athletes succumbed to the weight of age, this immortal warrior simply refused to decline. He made a triumphant, emotional return to FC Porto in 2019, taking the captain's armband and rewriting the record books by becoming the oldest outfield goalscorer in the entire history of the UEFA Champions League at over 40 years of age. His final masterclass on the grand international stage occurred during the thrilling Euro 2024 tournament, where he shattered longevity records as the oldest player to ever compete in a European Championship finals match. Following a heartbreaking penalty shootout defeat against France in the quarterfinals, the legendary defender finally uploaded an emotional, 33-minute YouTube video titled Obrigado to officially announce his retirement from professional football at the incredible age of 41. Now, in the modern landscape of 2026, His incredible footprint on the sport remains completely untouched and deeply revered. As the global football community focuses on the drama of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Pepe can be seen watching from the VIP stands alongside elite dignitaries, observing the next generation of Portuguese defenders who openly model their games after his fierce blueprint. Rumors heavily circulate through the sporting world that he is preparing to transition into elite coaching by joining the backroom staff of legendary managers, ensuring his elite tactical mind continues to influence the beautiful game. From a starving teenage immigrant with €5 to a highly decorated icon with 34 major trophies and 878 professional games, Pepe proved that destiny does not care where you start, as long as you have the courage to fight until the very last whistle.